Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. In our last episode, we have started to make our steel a lot better and a lot faster. And hopefully, in this episode, we have access to the sand over here. I'm also noticing we're running out of food. Oh, that's actually, we're not running out of food. It's more so because we only have one food market here for this whole place. Which is fine. It's not going to be an issue. And also slowly expanding out here, so it is definitely moving on, which is good to see. Now let's have a look. Have we got any research we can do while we're waiting? Well, we can definitely research that. We've got people on the boat. Let's send the boat out and see what we can find. We're also digging into the coal that we have here, which is a good sign as well. Have a look, we've got no loans, which is good. Yeah, we really need that sand so we can get some glass. Anyway, with that, let's right. So we need to, I'm almost thinking of moving the iron and copper as well, but I don't know exactly where I want to move it to, because I want to try and make this a row of refineries for our system. Because everything will be coming out of this ore sorting plant. We do have a lot of limestone, which we should. Let's say keep that one full. We'll let that fill up again. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the water over here just yet, because we have all of our water system over here. Still got plenty of acid, which is go away, which is good to see. And I've also expanded our rubber here just so we can keep on top of the sour water, because this is consuming the sulfur to make the rubber. Because yeah, we have a lot of sulfur. But we're still building food. We're not losing food at all. So we can definitely still run off that. What was this tower for? This was just to mine out a bit of this wall here. Yeah, let's get rid of that. There's no vehicles or anything on it, so we can just get rid of that. Have a look at our dirt pile. It is getting pretty big now, so let's try something a bit different here. Let's go. Yeah, let's go something like that. No, we won't worry about that. Let's put that back there. Look, there's plenty of room for him to go this way, so let's move this over this way a bit more, and we can also go up a lot higher as well. Oh, that's leveling, but it'll be fine. And as we keep stockpiling that will all go on top of here. We should be able to build the grass on here pretty quickly once we get around to that. We can put our farms over here, I think. Oh no, we're going to leave our trees here. And we'll put our farms over here once we do a similar thing. We're slowly expanding this wall. Once we put this in, we'll move our ship over. But our ship is too damaged. So it needs some maintenance. Or mechanical parts, but we've got a truck on its way to grab that. So it does look like everything is slowly working. We have the steel and iron for the backups here. We have all the steel heading there. It's a little bit confusing with all the belts in, but it works, and it's pretty simple to get it all moving around as well. We definitely have plenty of parts moving around. Might actually, what are we waiting on currently? Wood. So yeah, wood's going to be our pretty big issue until we can get our tree farm up and running. And actually, we've almost cleared off all of our trees here. Right. That could be an issue. There's not really anywhere we could build a little tree farm for now. So we might just have to hold off for a bit of wood and those construction parts. And what we might actually do as well is we'll just build a path to connect up to here. I'll probably go one more over. Yeah, I'll get them straight onto there. We can get mining straight into the sand. Now let's actually start designing our sand refinery. So what we need to make that is some glass mix, which we need sand, limestone, salt, and acid, which we have plenty of salt. We have plenty of acid. Probably pinch another line off of this. We could actually make it face the other way. So what we would need to do is, so G is sand. So if we have a look, sand is here. And we can pinch the coal off this line as well. So what we can look at doing here is, so we'll need to make our sand mix first. So we need a mixer first. And we'll chuck these here. There we go. Probably go 2 of these. Probably go like that. Now sand mix will come out that side. Yeah, that's not going to work. We need to flip that back around so it's this way. There we go. We'll put in a quick connector there. We also need the limestone, so we'll take off of this next side here. So we're going to want to connect pole up eventually. Oh, it's going to be down further, so that's fine. So we can just connect this just straight up into here. There we go. Now we just need to get the salt, which we can do that by how are we going to do that? Let's put a storage unit here. We'll set that for salt. We'll unpause that to get built. And we don't want to block any of this off. So there you go. So we can run straight over the top of it. And we go about there. And set the other one there. That gives us the room to be able to place a U-shaped lift. Onto the same level of it. We can then connect that up. That will be our glass mix once we grab the acid from over here. And we could probably run it okay, so let's go up one tier higher. So away we can go. There we go. Exactly, we'll go straight up and over. Do the same thing, go up and over that one. And then straight down into there, and that's going to be our acid then. Let's just quick build that so it can start filling up and taking acid out of here. That will hold 46. 46? Yeah, 46. So we'll get trucks to fill that up straight away. Right, so now we've got our glass mix. Now what we need is, thinking if we place these sideways, would probably be a little bit better. Let's just quick build all of these conveyors here as well. Now you can see some stuff moving. We'll sign that. We should see trucks going to fill it up. Perfect. Okay, now once that salt has been bring over, here we go, we've got some trucks heading over now. Let that back up a little bit. So that should be everything we need once we get the sand over here. That's for the first part. Now, once we've made the glass mix, we then need 30 to 12 coal. Okay, so then we get molten glass, so 30, so that's 4 molten glass. That's 4 blast furnaces it can cover. And then it can have 4 4 glass makers as well, which will also give us broken glass, which is to be, we can recycle that. Right, so now, if we grab our blast furnace here, give it a little bit of space. Copy and paste that next to it as well. Okay, now we want to get our coal into here. We have to give that a little bit of space as well. Okay, and then we can select to make these both. But what we do is we drag this up because we want it to use the broken glass first to make it a bit more efficient. And I guess I'll just do this one manually. There we go. Alright, so the vehicle depot that's here, let's destroy that. We won't need that anymore. Let's also just destroy these here because we won't need these anymore either. We'll have a quick look over here. They're still going. Looks like we have a lot of iron and steel in here too. And the steel has been backed up. Oh, that's right. We are destroying this, aren't we? Because now we have the system to run it. That's right. Now I remember. Okay. Now we've got that, we need our glass maker here. So if we go something like this, that's not going to work. Flip it around again. There we go. Yeah, so if we go that one there, flip it around again, go, yeah, go that one, flip it around, place that one there, and then we'll do the same thing here as well. Perfect. Alright, we can then hook these up. Now for the slag situation, yeah, we're going to try to connect that up. Probably just run a line straight across the top of this. We can even go down and go probably through this gap here, potentially. Or even through this gap here. I think we'll be able to get through there, it'd be a bit better for us. Go straight through there and connect up to here. Or connect up to here actually, so if we were to quickly just see if we can. And we'll say we'll run it to there, perfect. Alright. Now what we need to do is grab our U-shaped lifts. And chuck all those in. Right, so now it's not going to want to do that. Okay. And before I start, that's back to front. That's probably as why it's not connecting either. So that will connect there. And so we'll connect there if we put a pillar in. And just do something like that. I don't really like the look of it at all, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. This is just getting worse and worse. Yeah, that'll be fine there. That can just connect up to there and... Yeah, right, okay. I don't really like the look of it, but there's not really too much we can do about it. Yeah. For now anyway, we eventually will be upgrading this because we'll be moving to bigger things, so it won't be here all the time. So now, let's set up our U-shaped system for here. And this one's going to be the 2 high. And we're also going to want to put a U-shaped balancer on here. We chuck it like that, probably be best. We're going to say this is going to be a priority in. We can connect all of these up. And we can then connect these up here. There we go. Alright, now for the broken glass, I'm thinking we run one of these here, and I don't know how high that is, so we'll just go to the max height. Run this to the side. So it's all the way to there, so I want that to stay there. Bring it down a little bit. Then we connect up to there. Get that one quick built. Chuck out 2 connectors there. You'll find we are now completely out of trees. But I'm pretty sure we can actually buy some trees. Buy some wood with the rubber, so let's do that. Because we do need to use the sulfur. So let's do that. And what we will do as well is we're out of fuel because the That thing's full. So let's get that running again. Just quickly upgrade that. And that one as well. Just to drain this out. Not really using too much sulfur, but we are using some nonetheless. It's better than nothing, I guess. How are we going over here? Yeah, we are slowly getting. Looks like they're slowly expanding outwards this way now by the looks of it. Or they're dumping somewhere anyway. And our system here is still running pretty good, which is good to see. Right, let's unpause all of this stuff here. We should see that getting built now. Or even just quick build these ones. There you go, so we got full wood there. So a bit more wood in there. How's our boat? It is full, so let's go out and do that battle as well real quick. Just set this up really quick, that way we are not so much dumping this stuff anymore, because I don't really like dumping it. So let's pause that one again. Let's see how we go here. So we also found wheat seeds. Let's explore the next one as well. Probably going to be some enemies here as well, I think. Alright, so yep, there was definitely enemies there. There's 2 enemies there. Hopefully we can take out one of them. We got it. Cool. We also found some cargo ship technology. So if we have a look at that, where is that at? Cargo ship, cargo depot there. So that's a tier 2. Uses 8 water and 8 coal. 2.4 megawatts at 90 kilometers per hour. And the other one that's here. Okay, so it's pretty much a double, and it's a lot faster if we were to go coal for the steam train. Don't know if we'll necessarily use steam. Would be cool to use, but I don't know if we would be using it. So yeah, trees are going to be the issue. But we've still got a little bit left in there. Prices are going back down for the rubber. Prices are slowly going down. Oh yeah, now we don't have the workers. That's alright. How many workers they need? These need 6 each. They need the 8. So now for this, oh, hang on a second. We've got no concrete. It's because we've got no water. Glad I didn't destroy this just yet, because yeah, that is not going to work at all. Where are you trying to go? You're trying to go over here. Yeah, so don't worry about that. Yeah, I thought they might have been able to get up there, because they seem to be able to get up in certain areas here. So I thought they might have been able to do that, but obviously not. Which isn't really a problem. Oh, that path's getting a bit more narrower. Hmm. There we go, we got the concrete moving again. Let's just upgrade that feed line there. We could upgrade these to make more concrete if we wanted to. How are we going? We're building up yet? No, we're not building up. Let's just upgrade that belt real quick. Get a bit more concrete being pushed along there. And with this one here, we'll also upgrade that. So when you have all of them finished at the same time, it's a little bit rough. So let's just quickly upgrade all of these. And now we don't have the workers, which is alright, because we can just pause all these, because these don't really need to be on since we don't have the sand yet. There we go. So now we're making 24 per minute. I think they take 30. So it's 8 per 20 seconds. There we go. Concrete's starting to back up now. Cool, so that's what I wanted to see. At least we recovered that pretty quickly. Looks like we do have plenty of crushed slag there as well, which is good to see. But we're back to having no water, so they're slowly trying to keep up with it. We do have plenty of water here. How's this going? This is going good. We're not using too much sulfur at the moment, but we will be later down the track. It'll be quite a key part. Anyway, we've got some trees here that it can't reach, so let's just get rid of those off the list. I don't think there's any more. But we'll definitely get those ones as soon as we hit this land here. And we are starting to build across now. These are running all at 100%. So we got, we're full of cobbles, full of coal, full of limestone. Iron's pretty high, copper's pretty high. The dirt's at 2%, which is good. At least they're always emptying that. And the rock is empty as well. So I don't think we're mining as much rock now. How are these going? These are only generally running at half, even a bit low. That's pretty low, that one. I wonder which ones are our original ones. Here we go, here's one of them, 15,000. These must be our original. So that's 33, so that would be definitely our original then. That's 47,000, 43,000. Yeah, so I think they're our two original ones. This one here's barely been used at all. He's driven quite a bit, 6.3 kilometers. He's only driven 1 kilometer. Where's one of our big ones at? Here. He's driven 13 kilometers. Whereas if we were to look at some of these trucks here, he's driven almost 1,000 kilometers. So he's been really busy. How are we going here? Still slowly getting there. That's almost done. We can almost get another town block in. Still building up plenty of food as well, which is good to see. Alright, so We'll upgrade that bad boy real quick as well. I'm going to say we're out of wood now. And we're also slowly running out of slag too, by the looks of it. There isn't really too much going through there. So, I wonder how quick we could actually do this. So if we were to just clear off that whole wall there and get them to start clearing this out. We'll safe use to just level out that zone there and that one there. They should hopefully get through a lot quicker and we can actually start mining some of this sand out. Right, so how much sand is actually on this beach? There isn't a lot at all. That could be a bit scary. Now we have got our tier 2 parts that we can make, so let's have a look at our vehicle parts. For one, needs mechanical parts and electronics, and then it will need steel and glass. So, right, how are we going to do this? So we've got electronics here, mechanical parts that's here. We'd probably build it right here. So if we grab ourselves one of these, doesn't have to be big, so I'm not too worried about that. And we'll say you make our normal vehicle parts. We will unpause that. Connect you up to there, and we'll run a second line here, like so. Okay. Now that we've got that, let's set a yeah, we'll put that there. Quick build that, change it to none, and then we'll grab a flat balancer and chuck that into there. Now if we build that, they should connect up. Of course they're not going to connect up. Why would they want to do that for me? Alright, so flat balancer, we go that there. Grab our backup storage, chuck that there. Okay, we're going to say priority out for there. That way we always have our tier 1 parts. See, that's now running. And then what we're going to do from there is we only need steel, so we can pinch directly off of that line there. Looks like our concrete's all built up again. So I'm just thinking if we put one there, we could then set up a put it there. Don't boost it. Quick build and make our tier 2 parts here. And then we grab ourselves a flat lift. Connect that straight up. And then we'll run a line just down here. And we'll grab another flat lift. And build it one above, because we're going to send our glass along the top of this as well. Cool. Alright, so now quick build all of that. It's slowly being built up. Sorry, there's no rush on that just yet, so I'm not too worried. It looks like we've got a little bit of wood coming in now. Seems like we can get over here. So I'll just get them to finish it up. We're going to keep clearing this out over here as well. Right, so if we have a look, we've got 11 layers in there. So what we can do is, I guess once these vehicles get out of here, let's tell you to go here. All the trucks should follow them. Because I'm going to dig straight down into this here. So big stone patch in the middle, we can clear part of that out to get into the dirt. Looks like vehicle is driven across this. That's why it's got the it's got that look to it. I think there was one tree over here somewhere. That's right. How are we going here by the looks of it? Slowly getting there. Let's look at buying some more wood as well. Okay, so they're sold out now. Well, let's just yeah, let's just start queuing some of this up here. So do that, and then we will also expand this way over here. That way we can get most of the sand here. Send you all the way up there as well, because I think, how far does that go down? That goes to level 4. So yes, we'll be clearing along the rock base, which is alright. Yeah, we'll just let them keep mining that, because they are almost done. There's not too much left here for them to do. Alright, so not gonna have enough to build another house yet. So what we can do, while all of our parts are still building up, we can just pause that one and pause that one, and we'll pause that one as well. That way we've got the workers to run at least one of these for now. And let's see how we're going to run this back. So we're going to run the one higher. So we grab our conveyor belts here. And so we put it to there. Go to there. Yeah, we'll run it straight across here, why not? No, we're not, because that's way too high. So we need to go to a level 4. There we go. Connect this straight over like so. Go straight over top, connect into there. And do we need glass anywhere else? No, I think that is literally it. So let's build that up. We'll just start making our next vehicle parts first, and then we will build our second one here. Set up a similar thing here. Set that as the priority out. Perfect. When we get our tier 3 parts. Now, our vehicles should be able to get into there. Yeah, they can. Cool. But they can do it. But our steel production looks like it's pretty good. Okay, now let's have a look. We got some sand. That looks like sand to me. Cool. So there we go. We are starting to make our sand mix. Might just upgrade these lines as well. So I don't know why they're all built to level 1. Well, I guess we don't need to build a coal one to level 2. And we completely forgot to make our pipes for these as well. So let's just quickly do that. Okay. And we're going to have an issue getting to drop the acid off now. So what we can actually do that will work is we can grab the same thing here and chuck it into here, because we don't really need to worry about the getting in over here. So what we can do is if we cut this off there, and then we connect this up into here, Well, first we're going to have to rotate it around, then connect it up into there. There we go. And then run this straight over the top and into there. Change this around saying they cannot import or export out of there. So yeah, the way this will run is it'll be a constant flow through here, and you'll see these actually take in the acid first. Alright. I think these are also slowly filling up. As you can see, they're 13, so they shouldn't be taking any more now. See, what I don't understand is how these work, right? So you can see here, that somehow has 13 out of 12. I don't know where it's got the extra number from. When you look at this N1, it's 8 out of 10. I just don't understand it. But as you can see, we are getting some broken glass back to make more. Have a look here, we've got all of our vehicle, tier 2 vehicle parts, so let's build that there. So what's this need? 8, and this makes 16, so we should definitely have enough to keep this thing going. We'll have to also change that around. There we go. Cool. Tier 2 vehicle parts are now being made. Okay, now let's quick remove that and remove that real quick. They should just go straight into there. Now what we need to do is look at making our next lot of research, so we can keep progressing into more effective and efficient ways of working with some of this stuff. So let's have a look here. So what's it called? Research? No, it's called science, I think. No. Lab equipment, that's what it is. Lab equipment. Alright. So to make the tier 2s we need the paper, and to make the paper we need wood and limestone. Wood and limestone plus the steam. That's with chemical factory. Yeah, cool. Alright. Look at that, all of our glass is being built up. Is good to see. So let's look at building ourselves a level 2 vehicle depot. What do we need for that? 120 parts. So let's put this in maybe just here for now. Well, what do, how can I see? What's it called? Vehicle depot. Vehicle parts. Yeah, okay, so we can't actually... Thought there was a way we could actually see these. So there's... Oh, so we can actually look by filtering out, by finding products. That's pretty cool. I did not know they actually did that. That's cool. Anyway, let's grab ourselves that vehicle depot level 2. Where are we going to put this? we're going to be expanding that way, so that's probably not going to work for us. Actually, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea for now because we can always take it down. We're not going to be connecting parts up. We'll just be using trucks to deal with this. So let's just chuck it in there and unpause it. And what we will do is we will queue these excavators to go to the next size first. We wait for it to be built first, which it is slowly getting there. 40 more parts to go. Where's the last 20? Come on. Here it is. I reckon it's that one. Perfect. And it is built. Alright, let's have a look at what they need. So they wood, rubber, and those parts. So let's queue up these excavators here. They're going to be the first lot. Then I want to queue up all of these trucks after that. Yeah, so we can see here the sand goes a little bit deeper under here, so we'll actually build a ramp going down once we clear off a good chunk of this layer and see where roughly the sand is still deeper, and that way we can figure out how we're going to do this, because there's also sand all along here, so we can even dig this out if we needed to, but I'm hoping we can expand over to here before we have to look at doing that. Which when we get some more vehicles, we're going to start building a ramp down. That way we can get across this island and start mining some of these quartz here. And then what we'll do is we'll actually set up a train to go from here over to here. Which we actually probably... So we're going to need the quartz, which is going to have to be grinded up to make the sand. Probably put that over here somewhere. Well, this island will be flattened eventually. We have actually taken a pretty solid chunk out of it. Slowly but steadily. You can see there's so much iron and copper here. Like, there's so much. We haven't even taken out most of it yet. I don't even think we've touched a quarter of it, really. Same with the copper. We've touched barely any copper. But it's good to have those resources because we're going to be using a lot of it, especially the iron ore to make our steel. And we can see here the slag has built back up again as well. Okay. So, looks like we'll get vehicles to help make that, because at the moment they're not getting anything out of it. So let's put that there. We are needing more steel, or we're needing steel over there. So let's build a quick line over here. Let's go straight across the top of all of this here. Okay, then we'll go up one higher. Why didn't you want to go the one higher for me? There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm after. Yep, we'll just build it like that. That's fine. Okay, then we're going to have to go across here. Connect that up into there. grab ourselves another one of those flat lifts. Connect that up. Run this straight across like so. Yeah, we'll put it there, why not? And then we can chuck that there. Connect our flat lift up to here. That sounds like our first large excavator that's been built too now, so that is good as well. Let's also fix up these towers here. So let's put a tower there. That will keep that nice and clean. Actually, could we, if we were to put the two there, it doesn't let us get rid of that. What about if we were to put one there? There we go. That leaves that nice and open for us. Now, steel should be heading in there. Let's see if we can get the vehicle parts from over here to head over there as well. We're still going to need them to bring fuel over, so we'll just leave that running. Let's go have a look at this new excavator. There it is. Look at this weapon. So pretty much if it grabs a full bucket, this vehicle is full now. So let's have a look. Yeah, that thing is so much bigger. So cool how they've actually got this fully, like it all moves and how it works. Even like the way that you terraform in this game. There's no limitations. You can terraform how you want, with what you want, and all that good stuff. Like you can build your own ramps wherever. You can literally do a lot of stuff in this, which is really cool. That's when the game first came out and I seen it. I was very excited to jump onto it and have loved it ever since. Ever since I started playing it and while seeing the videos of when it was in progress being made. I think I was following it for about a year before it came out. And from where it was to where it is now, there is so much more added to it. The research tree is so much bigger now. There's trains, there's nuclear power, there's so much more into it than what there was when I first started playing it. There wasn't any of this steel or glass or anything. I don't think. Oh, there was glass, sorry, but there wasn't steel. Yeah, all the new stuff in it now. And now you've even got like signs as well that you can chuck wherever. And you know what? We might just chuck this here. Do we go there? Yeah, let's do it. Let's chuck it there. I reckon it'll look good. Quick build that. There we go. Captain of Industry. There we go. We can even give it some color. Ooh. Make it black. Has no effect. Lightness is 100. Ah, there we go. Get in like a deep blue, I reckon. The secondary, I think, is the outline. So let's make it white. There we go. That looks pretty good. I do like it. I like how they've put this in. I think you can also, where is our decorations? See, I'm pretty sure you can even get custom signage. There. You can get a bigger Captain of Industry sign, and then pretty sure rocket assembly launch. Vacuum desalination. That's pretty cool. So we can use low pressure steam to make more water for us instead of using cooling towers. Get a bit more use out of it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I can't wait to see how much further they get with this tree. And even like the background that they've put in this, it used to be just solid grey. Now it's actually shadows of a factory in behind it, which is pretty cool. Super pressure turbines. Once we get there, that'd be pretty good. Once we can get that. Alright, so got our fertilizers. Now we can make fertilizers. If we wanted to. Now we'll just keep building up that steam. The sulfur there. We'll just keep going with that. We should be able to. No, not quite. Okay. How are we going over here? We've got 3 large excavators now. Where's all our trucks at? Oh, they're here. It's full. The sand has been filled up. Okay, so let's all right, so let's move this. Let's get rid of that out of the way. Right, so for that we need shipyard. Turn it around. Some part needs to be in the ocean. Well, what is not in the ocean? Oh, there we go. So, see there, it's pretty rough bottom there. So that's probably why it's oh, we'll go there though. Do we want to put it there? Yeah, let's put it there. That way it is completely out of the way for us. Alright, we'll let that get built. Slowly but steadily, and we'll also get our parts back from here. It's just going to take a bit of time, but we should see some trucks heading down here very shortly to start throwing some stuff in here. Right, so it looks like iron's full, copper's full, sand is full. Let's look at calling it an episode here. And in our next episode, let's start planning for our next level of research. I'm going to try and make a all-in-one plant though, so with that, so we're going to be looking at wood. That is what we need. We need the wood, but we need the chemical plant with wood chips, which is just done in the shredder. Yeah. We're going to be looking at making that. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. If you are enjoying the content, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as well as hitting that notification bell. That way you get updates on future episodes. Also, don't forget, in 3 days, in 4 days, our giveaway will open up. You should see a giveaway video there, as well as check out my posts. I will be putting reminders in there about it as well throughout the month. But I'm pretty excited for it, and I hope you guys are too. But anyway, with all that out of the way, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.